Hello, beautiful black people. I don't know why this thing always does this. I am trying to meter. There we go. So I don't look um, really light bright. Metering. It's a phrase in photography where you expose your image by your surroundings. So instead of metering for a darker background, I hit the screen in Facebook. I think it's really cool that they've got the technology and it changed the exposure for my face. So I finally found out how not to look crazy as hell. Okay, so crystal grids are going out, and I'm taking a few minutes for my lunch break today and putting some chalkboard backing for your intentions on a couple of grids that I got to get out. Now, y'all remember, I make these as you order them. I don't have room in my crib for all of extra inventory. I have, candles and stuff. I got shelves built downstairs just for that purpose. But when it comes to stuff like these crystal grids and the witch boxes, they get made as they're ordered, and it can take 1 to 2 weeks, just like our regular shipping, which we always beat, for you to get a handmade object. Because I'm making these with love. But that's not why I'm here today. And I always be going off topic and shit. And y'all don't ever do anything to keep me on topic. You be like, shut up and stay on topic, okay? So, I'm going to shut up and stay on topic. Fear. I've got some friends always, not just today, but today that is the subject at hand, that are going through some serious adjustments in their lives. Big, huge, motherfucking life changes. And I've done them. I've done them. I'm not going to go into detail about what said changes are, but I've done them both. I try not to talk about shit that I ain't been through, but what I've come to find out is I've been through a lot of shit. And I'm going to tell you very honestly, and you all need to get this. The shit that I went through, I'm going to tell you, except for like maybe my childhood, 9 times out of 10, I can go exactly to the location, the moment, the hour, the minute, the second, and the thought process that fucked me up. So, keeping that in mind, okay? Hey, Cinnamon. Keeping that in mind, ladies. I don't see any gentlemen on here just yet. We are in more control of ourselves and our destinies than some of us may be willing to admit. Okay? Because I done seen a lifetime of folks blaming stuff on circumstance, And like I said, I got a family member whose parents died in a suicide murder. And she gets up every day and she goes to work. And she didn't get much mental health services. They gave our grandparents some suggestions. They dressed us alike and shit. And I was a little old chocolate child because I stayed outside. And her mother was white, so they used to call us the chocolate and vanilla twins. Kind of cute, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, just making that point that you can be even irrevocably damaged by a situation and still keep going. What people don't seem to understand is, especially with this switch back to the government cheese and all this processed food, I don't know about the rest of these people, but people of African descent, that shit is poison, okay? So, you cannot do well if you are malnourished, miseducated, and deprived of basic human needs. Check out Maslow's hierarchy of needs. But a lot of us have those, and we're full of shit. A lot of us actually have those needs met. And so then the question is, and I know I seem like a hard ass, but the question I'm going to ask you, and the question I'm going to talk about with everybody today, is what the fuck is holding you back? And you know what somebody told me this morning? Shadow told me, fear. Or, what I spoke to her, I was like, I told her, we were talking about the spirit of fear. I'm sorry, you can't be a good witch. You can't be a competent witch and live in the spirit of fear. And Shadow said, yeah, the saying goes that there are two emotions, love and fear. Everything comes from those two. Ignorance, racism, all that comes from fear. So let's stop and talk about this, because we're actually actively telling white people, don't be racist, which means don't fear us because of who we are. But yet and still, every day, we continue to self-sabotage ourselves by living in a spirit of fear. Who gonna check me, boo? Not no fucking human being. My spirits, my mambo, you know, my daddy can't even check me, you know. I love him, I respect him, but I will be like, Negro, sit down. Because when I was in my formative years, you weren't nowhere around to structure my thought process. I appreciate it. You got some money? Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay? There are very few people in this world who can check me. And I also put myself in fewer positions where I need to be checked. Like, I don't get out of pocket at work. And I don't get out of pocket with people who actually can be of assistance to me. So it's always mind-blowing to me when I'm trying to help somebody to learn magic and that person is like acting a fucking asshole. You got to get rid of fear. The things that will really do you in are like fatal diseases, and yes, even healers get those and die. We all die. You shouldn't even fear death. Because if you're in this practice, then you realize that you don't die. The only thing I fear is leaving my child behind without this type of instruction. And I've been trying to, make what makes her a woman, what I'm put on earth to do for my child, to get her ready for all this, to let her know about the Matrix, to let her know about poison. See, now she's already up on the poison. We having vegetarian chili tonight because I found out that boca tastes just as good as regular meat. However, that is also full of estrogen, the soy. I need all the estrogen my black ass can get. Nicole, my little sister, is giving me some travel information, and I need it. Girl, I will get to that in a minute. I will do all of that, all this TSA and what you got to do with your passport and all this crazy stuff, but check it out. I'm almost 50 years old, and you all have been following me as I've been getting people to go to Haiti, okay? I've made no secret of it. I'm not going to exactly tell you when I'm going because ain't none of your business. The store will be open. I have competent people with some major announcements are coming up. I have people here to take care of my store in my absence. And the things that only I can make or I cannot pre-make won't be out of stock, unavailable for the time that I'm gone. But I'm almost 50 years old. I have never traveled internationally. Never. I've traveled all around this country because I never traveled internationally, pretty much kind of like out of choice because my job used to, Beyond Beef makes a soy-free crumble? Oh, do they sell Beyond Beef at Kroger? I'm sorry, y'all, you stopped me with Beyond Beef because I love Beyond Beef. Oh my God. Anyways, okay, let me know, Laditra, if you can find where it's sold. I'm not going all the way to Whole Foods today. Because fuck that. We need one out here. But of course, because we have minorities out here than in Easton, they ain't putting no Trader Joe's. They ain't putting, at least we have Aldi's, but Aldi switched to not pesticides in their food and stuff like that. And it wasn't, before it was poor folks' food too. So sometimes Aldi is suspect as well. The only way that you're going to get your food the way you want it is to grow it or to raise it. Probably a lot less of us would eat meat if we had to kill our own meat. And, that's something that's going to be a part of my life. And I've had the meltdowns. I've had them with my mambo. I've had them with my best friends. And I'm just like, okay, thank you. I'm going to look for those in Kroger. Yes. Anyways, I had a meltdown. And Tiffany and Vernetta can tell you, Shadow, in the backseat of the car, I think we were coming from the Renaissance Fair or something. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I'm 49 years old tomorrow. I'm 49 years old tomorrow. Please don't flood my inbox with messages. I know y'all wish me well, but that's why I turned the ability to post on my wall off. It's not going to be turned on because I don't want to spend my birthday saying thank you. I thank you right now, okay? I just think it's not a good use of my time. Not that I'm not grateful that you guys are wishing me happy birthday, but please don't flood my inbox. Make a donation to the Haitian charity that I have listed, and that's the best way you could tell me happy birthday. $5, $10, $20. Send it to that charity that fights for social justice for people in Haiti, okay? Back to the fact that I'm almost 49 years old, and this is something that in a while I'm going to be doing. Sleeping on the floor. I don't sleep on the floor. Going to a country I have never been into in my life, have a passport for the first time in my life. But let me tell you something, boo-boo. If I was guided by the spirit of fear, I wouldn't be going. And I'm not going for priestess power. I'm going for knowledge so that I can help people better. One of the reasons why I'm reticent to do spell work for people is because I feel like I still need more education. And I think that if a lot of spiritual workers out here felt the same way, a lot of people would see more successful spell work come from them. So, if I was a scaredy cat, which sometimes we do, we revert, we have meltdowns, we have moments. But if I was like a scaredy cat 24/7, I wouldn't have even looked at voodoo because of the way that the colonizers and the oppressors have put it in this very evil framework. I am probably the person in my family that takes risks, that accepts a challenge. Me and my sister, we like to go to strange, far-flung places. She's gone to a lot of different islands and things like that I haven't, that are, for us, sometimes culture shock for us to deal with. She travels the world with the color company that she works for. She's a hairstylist. And, we just get up and we go. My mama did that to a certain extent, but I really believe that depression and alcoholism really kept her from her dreams. See, if I hadn't internalized fear that was produced from other people, I'd have been an actress. People were like, you can't be an actress. You have a lazy eye. Look at Forrest Whitaker. His eye more closed than mine. Making money. I'd have been a director by now. But also I do acknowledge that, yes, that you keep learning till you die. But I just really think when you're putting people's, even their emotional well-being in your hands, you need to be super trained. And, that's why I also want to, I'm glad I'm telling you, because yeah, that's my theme, and that's why people don't really like me. You have seen people on Facebook with me who have lived with me, who have worked with me, and then you don't see them anymore. And that's because of me. I am going to take full responsibility for that. Okay? And this is the problem. I don't operate in fear. I don't operate with excuses. I don't believe that you can't get shit done. You can. Most of the time in our lives, we talk ourselves out of everything good. Just like, the jokes about Michael Jordan versus Killmonger. We always, even, Killmonger has a lot of great traits, but, he ain't going to stay faithful to you. He's going to abuse you. He might shoot you in the head, but the meme says, marry this one. But think about all of the nice guys that we talked ourselves out of because somebody made us feel low about how we value ourselves and what we deserve as women, or as men who love men, or women who love women. Think of all the nice people you've talked yourself out of because you were scared. But then you want to come and have me do some love work for you. Stop playing. That's one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of work, because y'all ain't ready. You say you want something. You will talk to me. I have some of my best friends. You will talk to me till you are blue in your face about the shit you want to do. And I'm looking and I'm still waiting for you to do it. What you waiting on? Because when you get to be, shit, You lucky when you black and you make it to your mid-30s in one piece. So let's talk about the fact that I'm in my 40s and I don't really have time for none of that bullshit. I don't have time for wait and see. I don't have time for, we got to get all our ducks in a row. People always talking about, I got to wait till I can afford it before I have children. Shit, I'd be childless. I got to wait till I get somebody that can help me take care of a house. Yeah, I thought I'd have other people helping me take care of my house. I brought people in here with me with that decision in mind. But guess what? When you don't take care of other people, you got money to pay somebody to take care of your house. So, right, you marry your nerd. Don't dress them though, because nerds, I found my girlfriends that dress their nerds and then they got, their little head blown up. But you probably been with your nerd for a little while. And don't always just choose somebody because they are nice and nerdy, because sometimes they're psychotic too. I married one or two of them. Yeah, both of them were crazy. Really good pretenders, actors, could have got a goddamn Academy Award for pretending to be something that they weren't. So now I have divination, and that's why I've been single for almost a decade, because my cards would be like, run bitch, run, and I do. You ain't got to tell me twice no more. See, when you have a way to kind of navigate yourself spiritually in this world, you don't have to be scared of shit. You are going to be given a roadmap. Now, people have been blowing up my inbox, and I'm thinking about the hundreds of dollars that I'm missing because I stopped doing readings for a minute. Because I gotta get my mind right for a lot of things. I got my students coming this weekend. We're doing stuff at the Black Witch Circle. My house is junky because we've had so many orders. It's kind of like, organized chaos here. So my witches are coming over this evening to help me throw some shit together. Make sure that, everything's looking as it should. Toilets clean, bathrooms clean, all that good stuff. Floors clean. We're getting the place together. Because a lot of them come and help. Because a lot of them spend time here too. It's like their house too. And, cleanliness is next to godliness. So there's a couple of things you cannot do if you want to be a witch. Rachel, can you come through? Do you live in Columbus or you too far away? Because we all hanging out tonight and doing stuff here in the house. But in any case, there's a couple things you can't have. You can't be nasty and be a witch. Okay? I go up into some of these pagans' houses and they have too many animals. Too much shit. Now I run a whole business out my house. Maybe if you go in the basement, because my daughter is a little lax on scooping that litter box, but that smell don't hit you when you come in my front door. Most people be like, damn, I didn't even know you had two cats, because Jezebel be the only one running the fuck around. Marky is 14 and doesn't have time for you or your motherfucking problems. That's my cat. She's like, I'm chill, okay? So you can't be nasty. You can't be unorganized. This takes a lot of discipline, hard work, and you can't have fear. Think about all the things that you're scared of. In fact, today, write a list of the things that scare you. On the other side of that list, I want you to write down what you can do about it. Okay? So you're going to end up with two very different types of categories. The shit you can do something about and the shit that you can't. Okay? You make that list of the shit that you can do something about. You make those goals. You slay fear like that. The rest of that shit, you take it, you burn it up, turn it to ash, okay? And toss it. Toss it at the crossroads. Toss it in a stream of running water. Send the shit that you cannot control away from you, because there ain't shit you can do about it. Everybody, if you got a heart attack in your sleep and died, you could not jumpstart yourself back to life. And the only thing that can stop you is death in the human realm. And even that can't stop you. So what you waiting for? So I understand. People don't understand this about me. People think that I'm a real hard ass when it comes to what I expect from you, especially when you're in my house, or you're in my circle, or you are my student. I lived in fear. I understand it. And that's the only reason why I could come here and talk to you and tell you right now that it's bullshit. And most of it is set up into your head by somebody who wants to oppress you and rule over you. That is why men who are abusive, or women even, who are abusive people will say, you can't live without me. I remember my first husband said that shit to me. They sent me my car notebook and he had co-signed with me, even though I don't know why, because he had a job and I had an internship. And his name was first on the payment slips. And that motherfucker turned around and laughed and said, see, I told you couldn't do anything without me. I'll be goddamned if a bitch didn't call that car note and tell those motherfuckers, I told you not to put this, I'm not going to say the N-word, put this man's name on my car note. Okay? So you're going to send me a new payment book, because I am not going to send payments from my checking account to you every month with my husband's name on it. He ain't paying shit. Get the fuck out of here. So, my daughter is giving me stink eye. And we've got to go. She's going to buy my birthday present for me. She listened. She remembered something that I wanted for my birthday. So we're going to go get the stuff with the chili so I can feed her, because she requested it. She asked for this on the hottest day of the winter. It was almost 80 degrees here yesterday. She wanted chili. I said, I'll do it tomorrow when the temperature drops a little bit. And I'm going to go get a new cover for my planner. I think if they sell the inserts, I gotta wait, because I've already got the inserts. I just want this new cover. And she remembered. And she's gonna go with me. We're gonna go get it. And I'm telling you, if I lived in fear, I would not have my child. She's born 6 days after me. By the time I had my hysterectomy, I had 20 fibroids. When I got pregnant with her, I had one on the fundus, which was at the top of my uterus. By the end of my pregnancy, it had grown to the size of a grapefruit. Okay? And they told me that I was going to have a low birth weight, high-risk baby. My baby was 10 pounds and almost 2 feet long. They had to induce me a week before I was due, or she would have been 12. And no, I did not have gestational diabetes, but I have it now, because having large birth weight babies is an indicator. Check your sugar. Okay? But I ain't scared to have a piece of candy. I'm not going to sit up and eat the whole bag. So, yeah, because, I spent a lifetime of people calling me on some of my bullshit. And sometimes it wasn't even warranted. And I ingested that. I drank that shit like bitter ale. So why you doing it? Why? Why are you letting anybody tell you why are you letting yourself tell you what you can and cannot do? Your worst enemy all the time is going to be you. Because if you are your own advocate, nobody can stop you. But I'm going to tell you this. You want to be a witch, you want to be a magical practitioner, you want to be a mambo priest, priestess, whatever. You can't be scared of anything. And the few things that scare you, you have to face them. And that's what courage is. Foolishness is when you walk into things you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Just, I'm going. But when you're scared of something and you do it anyway, that's courage. Was I in your dream? You have to tell me your dream, because I did some astral travel last night and I can't remember where the fuck I went. So I might have been with you. I don't remember, but I was gone. Okay? So anyways, that's all I got for y'all. I got to go before my daughter start cussing me out, because she is her mother's child. Bye.